He used the same tactics throughout time, throughout history, which is why many of these pagan gods are similar. They're not Anunnaki bullshit. These are demonic, which are the recorded sayings of the prophet, but not all hadith are authentic. Because anyone that said they thought they heard the prophet speak, they recorded it. Doesn't mean it's accurate. Okay? And to answer your thing about the whole marriage thing, but I don't want to go off into it, they never celebrated birthdays in the Arab culture. Okay? They never had every year, let's celebrate our birthday. They weren't a writing people. They were an oral people before Islam. That's when they started keeping calendars and records and all that. This is all historical fact. But getting back to the point, this demonic realm, known as the jinn, lived on Earth long before humanity. And there was another species even before them, but we know nothing about them. We don't know anything about them. So as far as the Islamic perspective is concerned, there was 2 other creations on Earth long before humanity. 2 other species. Okay? They, like human beings, were not the first ones with free will. The demonic realm has free will. They're not all evil, because that word demon makes you think evil.
Yeah.
There's good ones, there's bad ones. They have cities, they've had wars, they've had conflicts.
There's good demons?
But see, the English language doesn't do them justice. The jinn, let's just call it the jinn.
Okay.
The species of the devil, they have free will. There's ones that believe in God and stay true to him, and there's ones that are aligned only with Satan. The devil, Satan, Iblis is his name in Arabic. Shaitan is how Arabs would call him. Okay? The shayateen are the bad of that species that are aligned with the devil. Okay? He was the best of them. So in this civilization that's parallel to ours, they're on Earth in a parallel dimension to ours. Okay? Interdimensional shit, bro. But it's not alien, it's literally spiritual.
So are you saying that, like, hypothetically here, maybe I'm taking this too far.
Do as far as you want.
But that they may walk among us?
They walk and fly amongst us.
Meaning like they could literally be a person.
They could literally be in that fucking globe right there, in your statue, if they want to possess the object.
Right,
yes.
Or they could be a guy sitting right there.
They can be in this room right now. They can flow through us like the blood in our veins.
Are the demons in the room with us?
Oh, man.
Got to feel it out.
Let me explain to you now. And there's a guy watching this right now, Danny Hoyos.
Danny Hoyos.
Remember how your TV exploded that day, Danny?
Who's Danny Hoyos?
He knows. I was teaching him about the jinn. He was getting closer to believing in God. His TV exploded right in front of us. I swear.
It exploded.
I shit you not. I shit you not. I've seen people start fist fighting because it's when you go towards God that they attack. When you're lost, they don't waste their time on you. They got you. But we're going out of order here, Julian. This is a complicated subject.
Well, bring us in order, Beck.
I'm not doing the audience justice, man.
All right. Do you want to go this Aleister Crowley stuff?
We're gonna get there in a second, but let's finish what we started 3 hours ago. The story of creation.
Yeah.
That species lived on Earth long before us. You understand? Mm-hmm. They had free will. There's good ones, bad ones. There's all different types, and they're not like human beings. They have different capabilities than we do. They have longer lifespans than we do. Okay? We don't know how long they live, but they live much longer than us. They can fly. They can travel faster than the blink of an eye. They can transport material objects in the blink of an eye. And they follow us throughout our lives. Okay? So, as they were corrupt on the earth, they were spilling each other's blood. Okay? If they even have blood. They were fighting each other, wars, just like human beings, but they're a different creation than us. Mm-hmm. The devil, Shaitan, Iblis, was the best of them. And because of his righteousness on earth, God raised him to the ranks of the angels. He was never an angel. He lived amongst the angels, but he was never an angel. Once God created Adam, he blew the soul into Adam's body. And then the angels asked God, this story is also in the Quran, asked God, do you create another that will shed blood on the earth? And God says, I know that which you do not know. I have a purpose for this creation. The devil was so jealous, he thought he was going to have dominion over the earth, but God awarded the dominion to Adam and his followers. Mm-hmm. He declared war on Adam. So when God created Adam, he commanded all that were present to show respect to him, like to bow. Not the way you would worship God, but to show some type of like maybe a konnichiwa, the way the Japanese do it, or some type of bowing motion to show respect to Adam. And God said, the reason you bow to him is because I gave him knowledge. which was more because the devil's whole thing was, you made me from fire. Why should I bow to him? I'm made from fire. You made him from mud, right? And that's when this war started. This war began. You want to see an alien? Look in the mirror, people. If you believe in God, you're the aliens on this earth. We were the ones cast down. The funny thing is, Bill Carson says the same thing. We're the aliens, which is crazy, right? So on that peak, okay, Bill, all right. Me and you, okay, we agree on that part. But not that we were modified by aliens. Now, this interdimensional war started in heaven. The day Adam was created was the day that the devil didn't bow. Why couldn't he bow? All the angels bowed. Why didn't the devil bow? It's not because angels have free will. The jinn, the demonic realm, they have free will. He chose not to follow God's commandment. So all the angels, they bowed to Adam. He didn't bow because he was never one of the angels.
But if there's now I'm getting a little bit meta
Good.
on this, but if there's a creator above everything who's responsible for everything, then the creator himself has to be okay with the creation of the demonic realm itself, no?
He created the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Okay? And remember, he has knowledge we don't. There's a purpose for this. Is not by accident. None of this is by accident. To my understanding, he created all the souls that would ever be, and we chose whether we would be righteous or not. And we're inserted into this life based upon that decision before we even existed in this dimension. We have no recollection of what came before, because if we even saw God for 1 second, then we know that, then we know heaven's real. Hell, well, if God knows everything, then why did he even create the universe? And why does he even need to let us live? Because you don't know everything. Because when you die, you will account for everything you did and the choices you made. So he can say, this is your record. This is every word you ever spoke, every decision you ever made. It's right here. Just like when you go to court in this world. We believe on the day of judgment, even your hands will speak against you. Your hands are literally going to talk. He made me do this. Your hands, your feet, everywhere you visited, they're going to testify against you.
So like God's social credit system?
Okay? Basically. And what's funny is people go, well, how's your hand going to talk? Well, isn't it talking now, son? When you leave that fingerprint behind, guess what? That hand's testifying against you in court in this dimension, in this life. Your head, one piece of hair is testifying that you committed that act.
Right.
Your footmark is already in this world that happens. Is that far-fetched to believe that in the next life, your own hand will testify against you?
No.
Again, from the religious perspective. Now, the war started in heaven. And when the devil disobeyed God's command, he said, you think they're so good? I'm going to show you how good they are. Just grant me until their time's over, and I'll show you just how many of them are ungrateful. God said, okay, and whoever follows you, may they be damned with you. And he said, I will attack. The devil said this. I will attack them from the front and from the back and from the left and from the right, meaning he's going to come at us in every single way imaginable to lead us astray, to make us forget God, to make us ungrateful.
What does he get out of that?
He takes as many of us with him as he can, and he's doing a phenomenal job. And let me tell you something else. When he came back to earth, remember, they were on this earth before us, long before we even had a single person on the earth. It was just Adam and Eve. There was no one else in the beginning, okay? Long before human cities existed, the jinn had cities. One of my theories is maybe the demonic realm built some of these monuments that we can't explain how they were built. And once God sent them both back down to the earth, he locked the demonic dimension into a different dimension on this planet. That's one of my theories I've just thought of in the last couple of years. That maybe the Great Pyramids were already built by the jinn, by the demonic realm. Much of the ancient Egyptian gods that they were worshiping were nothing more than demonic manifestations. The reason all these hieroglyphics are the same is because once the devil was able to convince one civilization to go astray, why would I change my tactic? My tactic is to lead as many of you away from the belief in one God. He used the same tactics throughout time, throughout history, which is why many of these pagan gods are similar. They're not Anunnaki bullshit. These are demonic conceptions that were inspired to previous civilizations before revelation kept coming down to bring people back to the path of God. And this is their objective. And now they're in the final era.
Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.